name's Katie, owner of All Eyes on You beauty salon and beauty lecturer. Today I'm going to show you some basic back massage movements on my model Amy. It's very important before you start a massage treatment that you do a thorough consultation with your client and check that they haven't got any contraindications to the treatment. Any contraindications could prevent or restrict the treatment, so it's important that you get a full background of the client's medical history and lifestyle. It's also important that you ascertain what type of treatment your client would like for the massage. It's not ideal to give them a very relaxing massage if they've got a long drive home or they need to go and work for the day. They may prefer more of an invigorating massage. It's very important that you make sure your client is completely comfortable before you start. If you don't get this right at the start, then the client will be tense throughout the treatment and won't get the best out of the massage. So you need to make sure that your client's neck is nice and straight. You should have a hole in the massage bed for this. If you haven't, you need to roll a towel up and put it underneath the forehead. You don't want your client's head to be on the side, as this will strain the neck and you won't be able to get there to give a good massage treatment. It is also advised to place a towel underneath the client's knees to take the pressure off the lower back. When your client's on the bed, it's also important that you check over the area to make sure that there's no other cuts or abrasions or anything of concern that the client may not have identified to you in the consultation. You'll then proceed to distribute your oil. You'll choose your oil dependent on your qualifications. So if you're able to blend your own aromatherapy oils, you would choose a suitable blend for that client. If not, you would have to use a pre-blended massage oil. Today I'm just going to use a soybean massage oil, which is just light and moisturising for the client, so it's just a nice one to use for any type of client. You must make sure that your client isn't allergic to any nuts, because a lot of massage oils do contain some nuts. Try and distribute enough oil onto the skin to make sure that you don't have to go back to get some more oil, which would interrupt your treatment. You need to warm up the oil in your hands. Once you've warmed up the oil, distribute the oil onto the client's skin in a nice sequence. The first movement I'm going to start with is an Effleurage movement. Effleurage is used to warm up the skin and also distribute the oil. It's also there for the client to get used to your touch, and it's a good linking movement in between any other movements throughout the massage. You also use Effleurage to start and finish any massage treatment. So with the Effleurage, we're going to start from the neck, go down either side of the spine, down the sides, round and back up. Your pressure at this point would just be light whilst you get the client used to his touch and start to warm up the tissues. You would do this movement about 3 to 6 times depending on your routine. It's important with this first movement that you cover the whole of the back and maintain the same pressure throughout, unless you're going over any bony areas, and then you need to relax off a little bit. The next movement I'm going to go on to now is called Petrissage, and Petrissage is a kneading movement and can be used with your palms, it can be used with your knuckles or your fingertips. So I'm using the palm to go up the side of the back. And sliding back down. Petrissage is used a little bit deeper now than Effleurage to start to increase the circulation and the lymphatic circulation. You would do this movement 3 times. By doing a Petrissage movement and improving the blood and lymph circulation, you're bringing fresh oxygen and nutrients to the area and ensuring that waste is gotten rid of. By placing one hand on top of the other, you do the same movement, but this is now called reinforced kneading. And on the other side. I then go on to working on the lumbar area of the back, which is the lower area. Make sure that your towel or blanket is tucked in so you're exposing all of that lower back area. I then go into a small effleurage, a deep effleurage, just to warm up the tissues in that area. And then I'm doing a Petrissage movement, which is knuckling. The next movements are ringing and rolling, which come under the Petrissage group. So for your ringing movement, if you imagine kneading into bread, like that. And use your body to sway into that motion. And around the neck and shoulder area. Slide back down and repeat that movement 3 times. And then onto the rolling movement. With the rolling movement, you're going to pull the skin up and push back down. You're not pinching the skin. At this point, I'm going to move from the lower back to the upper back, so I would do some more effleurage as a linking movement. Once or twice throughout the massage, I would also check with the client that they're happy with the pressure. My next movement is going to be reinforced kneading in a figure of 8 movement around the scapulars and onto the trapezius muscle. I would then ask the client to pop their arm over and relax the elbow down. This helps to raise the scapular bone so that you can work under there with your thumb for some Petrissage movements to work on any areas of tension. You would then repeat that movement on the other shoulder. From here, I would now do some Petrissage movements along the trapezius muscle. This is an area that becomes very tense. I'm working with my thumbs. When you move up to this area, this is the part of the massage that most clients like to be concentrated on, as clients build up with a lot of tension around the trapezius muscle here and around the scapula, which is the shoulder blades. A lot of clients can say they've felt some knots or tension, and if a client does mention a knot, what they mean by that is a build-up of lactic acid. If you apply a lot of deep Petrissage on these areas, you can help to reduce that and break it down. You do need to make it clear to your clients though that that might not be achieved in one massage treatment, and then you would recommend a course of massage treatments over a period of time. So for that, I'm going to start working with some thumb movements, deep and slow. And just start to get a sense for any areas that may have a build-up of tension. With experience and over a period of time, you will be able to identify these areas a lot quicker. You do need to be careful that you don't overwork these areas, as that can leave your client in some discomfort and or pain. You must always advise your client to drink plenty of water after this type of massage to help flush out any toxins. Also try and identify why it is that the client's getting a lot of tension in that area. Is it because of poor posture, or possibly they carry young children on one side, or heavy bags? There might be a gym goer who has overstrained a muscle in the gym, and make recommendations to your client based on that. You can then use the knuckling movement in the same area. If you do get areas of redness or slight erythema, this could indicate that you have overworked the area, or that is where the tension is underlying. When you feel you've worked on those areas of tension, then it's time to complete your massage and finish with an effleurage. With each stroke of effleurage at this point, try and release your pressure a little bit less on each movement. Still making sure that you go right up to the occipital bone at the base of the neck. I then like to finish my massage with a light stroking movement. That just indicates to your client that the massage is coming to an end. Aftercare for body massage. You must advise your client to drink plenty of water for the rest of the day. This is because the body is in detox now, and we want to help flush out the toxins as much as possible. You must advise your client, if you've used oils, to avoid any heat treatments such as sunbed or sunbathing, as they may burn with this oil on the skin. However, if you have used essential oils, it's advisable to leave the oil on the skin for as long as possible so that this can penetrate the skin and the effects can continue. Advise your client to avoid any strenuous exercise such as the gym or heavy lifting for the rest of the day, because you want the muscles to relax. Advise your client to come back approximately once a month for a massage treatment. However, if there was a build-up of tension, you might want your client to come back more regularly to help improve that condition. Thank you for watching the video today. If there is anything we can help with, please contact us and keep your eye out for any more videos in the future.